we kind of thought would be a good introductory topic is just kind of talk about why we love video games. And, I'll give you guys maybe a second to think about why you love video games if you're not sure yet. But um, I kind of just like being, I'm not big on TV and movies as much. I'm just don't like passively, consuming stuff. I kind of like being a part of it, whether it be part of the story, or really just kind of being more involved. Like, I think I'd shared with y'all and I'll also share with our listeners that I grew up playing a lot of sports, especially soccer. So honestly, like, my 2,000 hours of Rocket League is just me kind of reliving playing that sport because I can't, or it's a lot harder for me to go out to a field and find 21 other people to play it with, right? You can just get online and play a game very similar to a sport that I love growing or playing growing up. And that's just kind of like part of it, just like really feeling like you're in the game. Like I said, you're in the story. I think it's the best form of media. Because you have beautiful soundtracks that we're investing in, beautiful stories that you're actually being a part of, and really just kind of in a nutshell, that's kind of like that's why I love video games. That's kind of why I want to be here talking about video games. That's why they're so special to me.
I think you hit on something really, really good. For me, it's that not being so passive kind of aspect of games. It is such an active sort of form of entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's yeah, you're probably sitting down while you're playing, probably, but you're still having to engage with the media that you're consuming, and that's a big part of it for me, 100%. Like I've told you guys in the past, we can tell the audience right now, I cannot get through a movie that's 90 minutes or longer without falling asleep. And games, it does happen from time to time. I'm not going to lie. I definitely fall asleep from time to time playing some games more than others. I'm looking at you, Octopath Traveler 2, more recently.
That's
but
right. That's right.
but
That's right.
Obviously it's just much more of an active thing, and that I think that is like the biggest thing. And there's such a wide range of the types of games, of the the stories and the mechanics and stuff like that. But it's that active component that I think really draws me to games. So yeah.
It's funny, like whenever I mean, whoever's listening to this already knows this.
Yeah.
If they're checking out, if they're listening to a podcast about video games, they probably feel the same way. But every time I try to explain to somebody, especially because all four of us are middle-aged men, so people still don't really understand that. Actually, it's middle-aged, people that are playing video games now. But every time I try to explain to somebody of why I think playing video games is the king of like media consumption, like in terms of music and television, they just don't get it. And when I try to explain, I'm like, listen, when you're actively involved, you're just immersed in a different way that TV, movies, music, they can't do. And they're like, what do you mean? It's the same thing. Just turn off the lights and just watch properly. It's like, no, just play video game. No, video games are for kids. And I just wish that they would just try. And it doesn't matter what genre it is, right? Just like, you just have to try. And just I feel like if they can find that video game or that genre where it clicks, then they'll really understand, like, oh, this is quite a different experience than watching a movie, listening to music and stuff like that. But it is that hurdle. I don't know.
Reading a
It's just
book.
reading a book. Yeah, like it's just every time I
Yeah.
explain it, they're like, what do you mean by active? And I'm like, it's just because you're controlling the character, right? Like you're going on this journey, and like if you're going a next step level, like it's a first person, you get to choose the decisions. Like it's just you really embody the character. It doesn't even have to be first person. Like you're it's this next level of empathy, which anyways, I try to explain to people, but they don't get. I don't know why.
The weird
Well,
thing
yeah,
that you
like
brought up
even when
about
you
the video
mentioned,
games. Go ahead.
no, go ahead, Ron.
He brought up a good point about people sitting here saying that games are for kids, and it's like obviously they're trapped back in like the 80s when gaming first started, where it was kind of focused around kids back then. Now games have better storylines than most TV shows and movies. So
Yeah.
the kid thing doesn't even work anymore, really. Which goes to show that they don't play games and they obviously don't know anything about them, if that's going to be their argument for it. To me, it's just pretty much just having that thing of you work 40 hours a week, sometimes more. You want to get out of your own world, and video games gives you that chance to do other things. I think that's why I love RPGs so much, because there usually is, and it's not even just fantasy stuff. It's all kinds of RPGs, and it's always the storylines that are always great for me. I'm always a narrative first guy for the most part. Every now and then there's a game that the gameplay is really fantastic, and it will push that. Tales of Arise, as me and Quag talked about, story wasn't that great, but the gameplay was. But for the most part,
No, it wasn't.
yeah, the narrative will always be the thing that kind of is king for me. You can have gameplay that's just kind of so-so, but if the story is really great, then I'm good with that.
I'm the opposite.
I have to ask.
I'm the
Go
opposite.
ahead, Marcus.
Really?
Yeah,
Ooh.
no, I was just gonna say, like, for me, I can get through a game with a mediocre story if the gameplay is good. I can't get through a game with a good story if the gameplay is pretty mediocre.
Can you give us an example of a said game where you don't like the mechanics?
I see this alley-oop is coming up here.
Some people say it's not even an RPG.
Yeah.
Some people say it's not an RPG.
We want to get
but it
into this right
pretends
now.
Don't do this.
We want to get into
Don't do this.
Give us an example. Examples contextualize things, Marcus, please.
You're
What do you
leading.
mean?
You're leading. Stop this.
You're leading the witness.
What?
Do we really want to do this right now?
Objection. Stop this. Oh my God. He's going to get to it. Don't you worry.
Yeah, well, I think we'll get to that in a little bit of a tease. I have an idea.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's save that. Yeah.
Well, one thing that Marcus had mentioned, and also Matt, you're talking about, like, obviously, like, reading a book, right? Well, I kind of think about, like, those choose your own adventure books, right? But I mean, essentially that's what games are. And then Matt was talking about, so you're making your choices, and I haven't played it yet, but it's kind of like on my to buy list, like Baldur's Gate 3, like, there's literally like hundreds of choices you can make. And what TV show, like, can you literally just like make every choice? Like, it doesn't. It's a set script, and whether you like it or don't like it, and you're stuck with it, right? But you have a game like that, or that you can literally choose what you're doing, and you could see a completely different ending based off your choices. I mean, like, no other media takes advantage of that.
True.
Yeah. There's too many choices in Baldur's Gate 3, though. Let's be honest.
Be,
yeah.
But it's an outstanding game. I haven't played it. Outstanding game, though.
I don't know about that.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, it's fine. It's a good game. It's objectively a good game. I didn't like it very much, though. Yeah,
Marcus.
It's objectively, It's even a great game. I did not enjoy it. I actually have.
Look at that.
And I've even got the...
You got the big physical for it too, my friend.
I know, I do.
Yeah, it really hurt me when we were talking about it. Yeah, I think when I was playing through it, I think Marcus had already said, I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes. And I was already like, I don't know, 50, 60 hours in on my 100-something hour journey. And Marcus was just like, I wasn't expecting you to like this. I felt like I kind of let him down because he was expecting me not to like it. But to be honest, I'm just not really into CRPGs like that. But it was
that's why because again, I know objectively that Baldur's Gate 3 is a great game.
Yeah, I just CRPGs are my thing, and that's the thing. Like Disco Elysium, I loved, but that's only that was more of a narrative focused CRPG. There was like I don't even know if it was really combat in it, but like toward the end. But yeah, Baldur's Gate 3, there's a lot of combat, and I don't know. I did not mind it. Using the environment to get kills. It's just everything was just so great about that game. It was so great.
Using the environment to get kills.
Yeah.
So you kind of like set up traps, like whatever's like in the area, like pushing down trees and boulders.
For example,
you would hate it, Matt. It's too much.
I'm not so sure.
Really? Okay.
Knowing the story mode,
I'll send you my copy.
He'll put it down on the easiest difficulty, and he could probably get through it.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what other masterpiece has a game where you get to use the environment, right?
Oh God.
You know what it is. Come on, Ron,
sorry,
say it.
I don't recall.
I'll say it with you. Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. You would love these games.
I don't want to talk about Fatki. Okay, let's not do this now. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
No, keep Breath of the Wild out of this. I don't want to hear it. Tears of boredom. No thanks.
Remember, I got that Switch in my closet, Ron. Just,
no thanks.
Let me know when you're ready.
I have plenty of other games to play. Better games. No thanks.
Hey everyone, it's BFAM. And you know what that means? It's time to like, subscribe, and to share your thoughts down in the comment section down below. And if you like this video, you should check out our monthly podcast right here on the YouTube channel or your favorite podcasting service of choice. Until next time, BFAM.